The family of a 17-year-old girl found dead in East Bakersfield after hours of torture and suffocation in 2004 is talking with 17 News tonight about an unexpected twist in this case. The only convicted killer who remains in custody has been granted parole. 17's Jenny Haas spoke with the family and joins us in studio with more. Jenny?
17-year-old Amanda Zubia's family says it's outrage and agony that despite the brutal nature of the murder, Mary Cruz Galaviz could soon be released.
But not one of them had any ounce of compassion or any heart to stop what they were doing.
Go back to July of 2004. You may remember the name that made headlines. Amanda Zubia, the 17-year-old tortured for hours, suffocated to death, then buried in cement inside a barrel in an East Bakersfield home.
She loves Selena. She loved to sing. She loved to dance, stuff like that.
Yeah, she was our entertainment when we had get-togethers and parties and barbecues.
The latest update for the family, one of Zubia's murderers, then 27-year-old and now 47-year-old Mary Cruz Galaviz, was granted parole on April 17th. Governor Gavin Newsom has final say on parole cases, including Galaviz's.
We would like him to keep this vicious murderer behind bars. We don't feel she's rehabilitated. We don't feel it's enough time, it's enough justice.
In a statement to 17 News, Newsom's office saying it cannot comment on pending parole matters and that, quote, public safety is the governor's primary consideration in the parole process.
Our family doesn't need to keep reliving this nightmare. We don't want to run into her at a grocery store.
5 people were charged for Zubia's death: Mary Cruz Galaviz, Antonia Salazar, Robert Vallejo, as well as then 17-year-old Crystal De Leon and then 19-year-old Erica LaSalle. However, only 4 were convicted as Vallejo was beat to death in custody before trial. Antonia Salazar and Mary Cruz Galaviz were each sentenced to 25 years to life for murder, but Salazar died while in custody. Crystal De Leon got the same sentence, but since she was a minor, could only be held in custody until her 25th birthday.
Crystal, her supposedly friend, she knew Crystal through a program where young mothers, because Crystal was a mother to a teenage mom, and so was Amanda.
Erica LaSalle, Zubia's cousin, served 7 years for assault with a deadly weapon.
Like a stab in the heart. How could you do that? That was your cousin. Why did you do that?
Zubia's grandmother says the conflict likely started with drugs.
She had called me and said, Erica's dealing drugs. And I don't like that. She has a daughter. She don't even think about her daughter.
On July 14th, 2004, Mary Cruz Galaviz lured Amanda Zubia to a home on Bernard Street, which family members say Crystal De Leon was renting. Zubia was tortured for hours. She was beaten, burned with cigarettes, had her hair cut, and had a plastic bag put down her throat, and a second bag with insect repellent inside it around her face. She was bound, gagged, and forced into a suitcase that was then placed in a car.
I can't even imagine all the pain and the horror she felt. I didn't want to accept that they found her body.
So the fact that they took pictures, how does that show remorse when you took pictures of what you did? It almost shows pride in what you did.
Amanda Zubia was a loving family member, creating a family of her own. She left behind her son Daniel, just 3 years old at the time. Daniel is now in his 20s with a 7-year-old daughter of his own.
Her first confirmation photo, this is shortly before she died. I mean, this is the way she looked.
Zubia would be 37. Mary Cruz Galaviz remains in custody at the Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla. Jenny Hutt, 17 News.